What's happening? What's happening on this live Periscope? What's happening, Miss Sneak? How you doing? How's everybody doing this Thursday morning? Good to see you, Miss Sneak. Shoot, I'm here to bring you some good news. I'm here to talk to you for a little bit. Hopefully you having a great morning so far. I always like to get the day started off with some good stuff, with some good news, with some good information. Let me turn this thing around, cause I like to bring you some good news. You know, with all this stuff going on in the world, you need some good news. With all this mess going on in the world, and see, the funny thing is, we pay so much attention to what other people are doing. Sometimes you have to say within yourself, what are they thinking about me? Do you think Kanye West is thinking about you? Do you think your favorite star is wondering, I wonder what Kenya Crooks, I wonder what Miss Neek doing today? Do you think that they thinking about you in that manner? No. I'll tell you firsthand. No. So my thing has always been, I'm not thinking about nobody who ain't thinking about me. I can't do it. I can't know what's going on with my favorite star, my favorite athlete, and not know what's going on with my business, with my love life, with my money. So some people know more about somebody's their favorite star's bank account and how much money they brought in from the box office, more so than they know that they're in the negative at Wells Fargo this morning. Isn't that amazing? Nah, we don't do that. Let me talk about what I'm into today. Let me tell you what my thought of the day is. My thought of the day is you have to change your mindset. That has been the constant theme. If you're on the Platinum Brick House page, you know that has been my theme of the day. The theme of the day is change your mindset. We always there's a boxing term that goes like this. If you kill the head, the body will die. If you kill the head, the body will die. And that's how that goes. Everything starts with your mind. I get asked the question all the time, how do you get all of these women from around the world, men and women alike from around the world, to lose this incredible amount of weight? The story is always the same. People losing 20, 30, 40, 50, 60, in some cases 200 pounds. How do you get them to do that? And I say that's very easy. First, you have to understand that when people come to you, you're probably their 1,000th choice. Somebody has probably already done tried Weight Watchers. They done probably tried Billy Tybo. They probably done tried Sean T. They probably done tried Jenny Craig. And at this rate, probably done tried Craig mac and cheese. Any kind of diet, any fat diet, any lemonade diet, any kind of diet that somebody can just put up and say, oh, I think this is a good idea and I think this will help me lose weight. When they come to you, they've already tried everything. And so there's pessimism even when they try, because it's like a failed relationships in this instance, to where they want to try it, but they failed so many times, or in a relationship circumstance they've been broken up with, they've been left so many times that they're almost afraid to be hopeful. So one of the first things that I do is I change your mind. One of the things I like to do is I like to show you a whole bunch of people who done came through, who look just like you, who have killed this thing. People that look just like you, exactly like you, built the same way like you. They ain't 110 pounds. No, these folks is 260, 310, We have some that's 150 who want to drop down. But by and large, everybody looks like you, same age as you, listen to the same stuff, watch the same stuff you do. So one of the things I like to do is provide hope. Let me show you some people. And then the only thing that's left is to get you to buy into it. Yeah, I can do this. It starts with the first 5 pounds. Dang, I done lost 5 pounds this week. Then I'm like, shoot, well, let's keep this momentum going. Also, you got to keep your momentum going. Then it's just like, okay, I've lost 5. I've lost 10. I've lost 20. Once you get past 20, you good, but it starts here. If you walk into something, if you walk into a situation, even my program, if you walk into a situation expecting to fail, guess what? You will fail. I promise you. Because it's kind of like a self-fulfilling prophecy. You walking in, oh, this too hard. I can't do this. I can't do that. If you have the spirit of I can't do, you won't do. As a man thinketh, so shall it be. And that's no different than anything else in life. Whether it's weight loss, whether it's that job interview. If you say you ain't gonna get it, guess what? You ain't gonna get it. So you have to change your mind. Also, point 2, when it comes to changing your mindset. One of the things that I'm really going to impress upon each and every single last one of you is you have to change how you view yourself. See, you have to view yourself as a Fortune 500 company. Fortune 500 companies, they evaluate every day, every week, every quarter, every year. And guess what? If a person on that job in performing, in doing what they're supposed to do, in adding any value at all, boom, you gone. You gone. And if there's any time that the company isn't doing well, and in this situation, you are the company, if the company isn't doing well, the last person to come in is the first person to get cut. That's how you have to view your life. I'll post videos on the private platinum page, and a lot of y'all will say, you know what, I needed to see this, because one of the things I like to do, I like to post inspirational stuff. I also like to post before and after stuff, success stories, makeovers that we've done in the past. And a lot of people say, you know what, I needed to see this because at this time last year, I was depressed and I didn't know how I was going to get out. See, this is, and this is the thing, and this is how you have to know yourself. If you are an emotional eater, you really have to evaluate the people around you, because if people are constantly bringing you stress, if people are constantly bringing you down, guess what you're going to do when people in your circle who's supposed to love and care about you, guess how you're going to solve that problem? Yes, by eating. By eating. That's why you have to evaluate your people. I always say, this is how you evaluate your people, because some people will be like, okay, how do I evaluate my people? How do I gauge it? I say, look at it like this. If they don't add to you, but they subtract from you. If they don't multiply you, but constantly divide you, then they gotta go. If people are not adding to your life, if people don't multiply you, if people don't make you feel good about you, they gotta go. Because if you've already deemed yourself as an emotional eater, again, the people who make you feel bad gotta go. Because when they make you feel bad, you're gonna just boom and just continue to grow. I always say, if you want to get bigger, if you want your waistline to increase, hang around negative, dramatic people. Again, you have to evaluate your circle as if you are a Fortune 500 company, because your life depends on it. Also, let me also say this too, and this goes back to changing your mindset, and this is going to take you a long way in terms of in terms of personal success, in terms of personal just satisfaction, gratification, and all. And I have this thing to where I always talk about all buckets full. I just don't want you to be fine. If you're on my page, you know I just don't want you to be fine. I want you to be fine. I want you to be healthy. I want you to be wealthy. I want you to be good with God. And I want you to have awesome relationships, and I want your self-esteem to be high, because guess what? You can be fine all you want to. But if you have no peace and you have no money, you being fine ain't even gonna really matter, because everything else is gonna outweigh you being fine. So that's why I always talk about having all buckets full. You have to have all buckets full. But also, let me say this too. You have to change how you look at your situation, because a lot of times, again, when I post stuff, people be like, well, I needed to hear this because this, that, and the other. This is where I was depressed, and I didn't this, that, and the other. I didn't know how I was going to get out of it. I didn't know if I was going to make it. Change how you look at your situation. See, a lot of people always feel like when stuff happens to them, they always feel like, for the most part, they're being punished for some strange reason. They're being punished. They have the woe is me, why me mentality. I don't know how I'm going to get out of this mentality. Instead of looking at your situation as you being punished, start looking at your stuff as test. Because again, there's certain things in your mind that you probably didn't even know you were petitioning for. But as soon as you had that thought and you say, you know what, I want a new car, I want a better life, I want a new body. As soon as you put that thing out there, God said, okay, let me test you. Okay, let me hit you in the area of boom, of X. Let me hit you in the areas of life you don't want to give up, since you want this thing so badly. So while most people will be like, oh God, why me? I can't deal with this right now. Let me close the blinds, crawl up in my bed, put the cover over my head. You have the other type of person who will recognize that this is a test, and this is the only way I'm going to be able to prove myself worthy of that test is by going through it. So when you recognize what it is, you say, you know what? Thank you for choosing me. Thank you for choosing me. Thank you for giving me this problem. Thank you for giving me this issue. Thank you for giving me this disease. Because I'm going to go ahead and I'm going to conquer this problem. I'm going to conquer this disease, and I'm going to conquer it with so much passion and favor. You're going to have no other reason to deny me of my stuff. Because I'm going to just press through and get through with so much excellence that I'm going to claim it and I'm going to get my stuff, because I do realize and recognize that this is nothing more than a test. Good people, you're not being punished. You're being tested in how you look at stuff and in how you perceive it and how you handle it. It's going to determine if you get what you're supposed to have. A lot of people don't have what they're meant to have because of the mindset and the perspective of the stuff that they're going through. Handle that thing like a champion so you can get your stuff. You gotta change your mindset. Everything goes back to your mind. When you change your mind, you change your behind. When you change your behind, you change your circumstances. You change your status. You change your position in life. So I'm going to challenge you today, and from this point forward, change your mindset. You got some awesome stuff to get. And again, you will never have what you're meant to have until you decide that you deserve it. And again, you deserve it. So let's have an awesome day. Change your mindset. Evaluate your people and change how you look at your situations. Do those following things, and I promise you, your life will change instantly. Y'all be good. Love you. Be good.